Okay, today we're going to talk about the surface area of a triangular prism. Now, we talked about the surface area of a rectangular prism yesterday, and today we're going to talk about this one. Now, today's lesson is going to be relatively short because it looks like we need to go back and answer some questions on the past worksheets. And so we're only going to address the surface area. I'm watching, my screen is going dark. We're only going to address the surface area of a triangular prism. Remember, a prism has two bases. Here's the back base and here's the front base, and they're equal to each other and they're parallel to each other, which makes this a prism. Okay, now the surface area of a triangular prism is equal to pH plus 2 times capital B. Do you remember the capital B, what it means? The difference between the capital B and the little b? Somebody help me? Area of the base. Good. So the capital B is going to mean the area of the base. Now, this little p, we haven't addressed yet. A reminder on your formula chart, if you forget during the test, this is the perimeter. Perimeter, remember, is the distance around perimeter of the base. In this case, it's a triangle. And this height, which could be confusing until you use this a few times, the height here is going to be the height of the prism, not the base. It's the height of the prism, okay? Not just the base. Okay, here's the formula. Now let's see how, Now let's see how it works. We're working on that last packet that I sent to you, page 8, okay? And you can just scoot over and look with Mary if you want to right now. We're doing number 1. Okay, so since it's asking about the base, and the base in this particular prism is a triangle, then sometimes it's so much easier if you will pull that base out and look at it separately. So let's just do this. Let's just pull it off a minute and see if we can figure this out. This has 10 inches, this has 12 inches, and it says 8 inches. Okay, so to do the surface area of this triangular prism, then what we're going to do, we first of all have to find the perimeter. Perimeter means the distance around, the perimeter of the base.
12 times 2.
So if we're going to find the distance around here, it's going to be 10 plus 10 plus 12. 10 plus 10 plus 12 is the perimeter of our base right here. So 32 goes in this place, the perimeter of the base. 32 times, and we found out in this formula, the H is not this height, but it's the height of the prism. So we're going to put 14 here, okay? 14 is the height of the prism itself. H is the height of the prism, so we're going to put 14 right here, plus 2, because that's part of the formula. And now we have to find the area of the base. The base is a triangle, so you need to find your formula for the area of a triangle. That big B, you look for the formula for whatever shape your base is.
1.5.
The 14 is this. It says the height of the prism itself. So the height of the prism is here.
Oh.
Between the two bases. It's the line that hooks the two bases together. Good. I need you to ask questions. This is good. Are we okay so far? Okay, now we're trying to find the big B now. And the big B says it's the area of the base. And in this case, we have a triangle as the base. So what is the area of a triangle?
Is it the one in the middle, the 8?
We are going to use that, but the formula is 1/2
Yes.
times the base times the height. Rebecca, you're exactly right. Okay? So the area of this little triangle is 1/2 times the base here. It's a little b, so it's just a line, times 12 times the height of just this little piece, because this is just the area. So the height is 8. If you take 1/2 of 12, that's 6 times 8. And so the area of our base is 48, okay? Now, why did we do this? Why did we find the area of the base? Why did we find that 48?
To put it in there with a big B?
Yes, yes, that's this that we just found. And so we're going to put 48 right
Area
here.
of the base.
And now all we have to do is plug this in a calculator, or you can do the order of operations. I can't remember what this one was, Rebecca, or Rachel,
32 times,
the 32 times 14,
there's 448.
448.
Yes.
And 2 times 48 is 96. So all we have to do is add these together now, and we get 544. Okay. 544. It's area. Area. Surface area is different, but it's still area. So it is inches squared because it's area. It is a lot of steps. That's exactly what I was going to say. I see your eyes. I see they're glazing over. Okay. That's why the formula sheet is so important to you. Just if it says find the surface area, then we go find the surface area formula. And if we can write that down, then we can start to break it down. Don't try to gobble this whole thing at one time. You just find the surface area formula, write it down, and take a deep breath. Okay? Little p, and you can put this on your formula sheet right now. Unfortunately, you can't take your formula sheet in, but it's the same information. Will be on the formula sheet that they give you. It will be same location, everything. But if you want to write it down in your formula sheet right now, and I think it's written in there, the little p, doesn't it say there somewhere the p is the perimeter of the base? Let me see.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see it now?
Is it that one? Yeah.
Yes. The little p is the perimeter of the base, with the area of the base is capital B, is what they're telling you. That's good. So look at it for just a little bit, and let's just do one more now that you kind of know the ins and outs of this. Let's just do one. And then Actually, I will probably stop the instruction part of this here today because all of the work I sent you on Thursday, and for yesterday, there's a lot. And so you guys start to prepare yourself here in class. And Isabel, if you have any questions, and we'll start to address those, okay? As soon as you get all of this down, I'll erase and we'll do one more, okay? And this one I'll make up so that you have to work those.
Can you move a little bit to your right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You should look at it and pick one that's the hardest one.
Pick the hardest one.
Yeah.
Let me see. You're most welcome. They all look about the same. All right, everybody finished?
Not yet.
Okay. So how many came actually to class yesterday? Were there several?
I came to the computer class, but nobody
Yes.
showed up. The teacher didn't show up.
Oh, she said she was starting it yesterday. Oh,
She didn't
no.
show up.
Oh,
So
dear.
I went to the office and they were like, I don't know. So I just, went to my mom's.
Okay. Did anybody come physically to class? Okay. It's fine as long as you did the lesson and you got the work. Then, you know, that I fulfilled my responsibility.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, if you need some more, finish it up.
I know, slow.
It's okay.
We got one more and then.
That's fine. I'm going to leave the yellow
All right,
part
go
up.
ahead.
Okay. The formula there, we'll just leave that up. It's the first time you've seen it. It's the first time you've used the lowercase p. You've used the capital B several times. And the only way you're going to get this stuff in your head is to practice. And that's why you get a book full of worksheets. You don't have to do any of them, but it's there for the practice as much as you need. Okay, let's do this one. Just make sure it looks a little bit different. So, okay. All right. Okay, and let's see. So here is your new triangular prism. No, it's because it has two bases. This is the front, that's the back one. They're parallel to each other and they're equal. And you know that that's the definition of prism. And you know it's a triangular prism because of the shape of the base. Okay? So my instructions, like they will be on the test, find the surface area. Surface area. And believe it or not, that's what you find. Okay? Surface area of a prism is to find the perimeter of the base And then we're also going to have to find the area of the base in that formula. So what we need to do is isolate the base. Just bring it down here so it makes more sense to us. We're going to take this part. This is the base. So we're just going to pull it out. It makes it so much easier. And let's put the numbers on it. 8 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet. Okay, and that looks like all of it, right? Yay! Naomi's back, guys.
Hello.
Hi. All right, the area of the base. This is the base that we isolated here. So how do you find the area? This is a triangle. So how do you find the area of the triangle?
Adding the.
That's the perimeter, so let's do it first. You had that in your head, and we probably should have done that first. Okay, let's find the perimeter of the base, which is, Rachel said, 8 plus 6 plus 10. So the perimeter
It's
of the base is going to be
24.
16 and 8 is 24. 24 perimeter is just feet. Okay, so let's make this a little. Yes, perimeter is just the distance around. Add.
So you add.
Perimeter is just add. Let's go back to purple. We're going to get all mixed up. So the perimeter of the base is 24 feet. And we also know that we're going to have the area of the base. So let's go ahead and take care of that. How do you find the area of this? It's a triangle. So you find the area of this. Area equals 1/2, bless you, times the base times the height. Okay? This is the area of a triangle. We're finding big B, which is the area of the base. The base happens to be a triangle. So area equals 1/2. This is little b, so it just wants to know the base of the triangle, which is 6. Where's the height? There's no dotted line. I don't know. Where's the height? It will be, because the height is always perpendicular to the base. In this case, it's also one of the sides, just because of the way it's drawn. But we know that the height of a triangle is always perpendicular to the base, and so we have 8 here. So the area equals 24 feet squared, which is this, the area of the base. Wow, 4 feet squared. Interesting. Coincidence, okay? Just coincidence. So now we're going to use all of the information that we have found, and we're going to find the surface area now. Surface area says it's equal to, what's P? 24, which is right here. The perimeter of the base is 24 times the H.
The height, 8 feet.
It's the height of the prism itself, not the height of the base. The height of, that is confusing, so keep that in mind. H there is the height of the prism. So what's the height of the prism? 5 feet. Okay, it's right here. It's the line that joins the two parallel bases, 5 feet. Plus 2 times the area of the base, which is 24 again. Now it comes down to math, just math. So we have 120 here, is that correct? I think 20, yeah, plus 48. So the surface area is equal to 168. It's area. We're dealing with feet. So it's feet squared. So am I being very nice to you, and this is all the instruction we're going to do today? I would suggest, I mean, we're going to answer some questions, but I would suggest the first paper that you start on, go ahead and do some of these on this page while it's in your head. Okay? Skip over wherever you are, skip over to page 8 of the last packet that I sent to you and work some of those first while you have this in your head. Deal? Okay, any questions on this itself before we stop the video? Okay. Okay, there may be some later, right? Okay, that's fine. So, Isabel, we're going to stop the instruction here. I mean, stop
Okay.
recording it.
Okay.